to Athens. Well, not yet, but we'll be there Friday afternoon. Our second visit of the year. We were there for Alabama and now Texas. Hard to get any better than that. Let's welcome back to our program, Brooks Austin, the film guy, everybody's favorite breakdown aficionado. Hey, Brooks, great to see you on the field Saturday in Starkville, and can't wait to hear what you have in store for us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a great one for you today, Paul. Georgia went for 300 yards rushing Saturday, and they've been a really, really dominant and physical rushing attack all year long, and I'm excited to show you exactly how they're getting it done. Let's take a look at it. Paul, I'm calling this offense a body blow offense. All right, they're taking 73 offensive snaps per game right about now. They've got multiple conference football games this year in which they've taken north of 80 offensive snaps. You're going to have to line up and play this Georgia offensive line, particularly in this run game, over 40 times any given Saturday. All right, and they're going to show up with a purpose and a plan to attack you in the run game like they did against Mississippi State, and you'll see it. This is the first play of the football game, and not only are we going to really set the tone offensively for what's about to happen to Mississippi State, but we're going to set the tone for how it's about to happen against Mississippi State. You see right here, as the ball is in the belly of the back, Mississippi State's got a bunch of defensive players committed inside the tackle box, inside those two tackles. So what are we going to do as an offense? We're going to force that corner to really come downhill and make a decision today of whether or not he is going to tackle the ball carrier with what we call duo right here. And you'll see a big physical, a rush right there from Chauncey Bowens to start the football game, and we'll get a good look at it from the tight right here. I think Oscar Delp's really an unsung hero of this offense for Georgia right about now. Really doing a good job of controlling defensive ends by himself. Dylan Bell and this wide receiver core doing a great job being physical as well. And we see right there to start the football game a big physical finish at the tackle point for that defensive back. It's an 8-yard carry to start the ball game. The other thing about this Georgia football team, you'll hear people call it screen game, but most football coaches and most of the football world consider these extensions of the run game. Long handoffs is what we call this, right? A screen pass. And you'll see these DBs from Mississippi State really, really committed to attempting to stop Zachariah Branch. The only problem for them right now, this is a fake screen. We're actually trying to hit an explosive down the sideline 3 plays into the football game. And why is it important, Paul, that this is the 3rd play of the game? Well, they hadn't even shown the screen yet. They hadn't even thrown the ball to Zachariah Branch. This right here indicates to me they've been talked to all week about, hey, we got to get downhill and tackle this guy. He is the nation's leading yards after catch football player right about now, and it ultimately opens up explosives for this Georgia offense. They have hit that fake screen down the sideline play several times over the last several weeks against overcommitted defensive backs, and that's exactly what that is. Great protection from the offensive line and really a pitch and catch seemingly for Gunnar Stockton right there down the sideline to London Humphreys. Just a couple of plays later, they give the same exact look. Look, we got 3 guys right here. We're going to motion Zachariah Branch, but really all we're trying to do, again, is to get those defensive backs on that short side of the field to make a decision as to whether or not they're going to show up in run support and turn plays back in with a level of physicality. And not only that, they're going to have to do so against big bodies, all right? I want y'all to notice what this motion does. It pulls that safety out of the equation. Now all they have over here in terms of edge defenders is a defensive end and a measly corner. And what are we going to do as an offense? Well, we're going to down block. We're going to down block here to start the play with the tight end and the right tackle. Up to the front side inside linebacker, we're going to pull a guard for that end man on the line of scrimmage, and we're going to pull another guard for that corner, and you're going to see this crease open up in this defense. And now this safety that at the beginning of the snap was forced to run back across the field now has to backtrack and run an angle down on a running back. He's not going to successfully do so. Bam, a big 45-yard explosive hit on the face of Mississippi State's defense. Now, here's what's really changed for this offense from Georgia because they've lost Colby Young due to a season-ending injury. 3rd and 12 right here. This is not an optimal down. They're not in these a lot. So now we've got to have a wide receiver or a weapon go win in one-on-one coverage. This is exactly what Elias Williams does right here at the slot. Got a slot fade to a 6'7", 245-pound tight end that was a 5-star coming out of high school. The funny thing about this scouting background for Elias, Paul, He was a high school wide receiver last year, played as predominantly an X outside against DBs. He's really, really comfortable in this situation. And Gunnar Stockton is doing a great job this year of absolutely killing defenses with ball placement in man-to-man coverage. There is no defensive back that is going to defend that football against a 6'7" target in Elias Williams. But what I really love about this Georgia football team right now is they're playing complementary, selfless football. This is the very next play after Elias Williams just made arguably his biggest individual catch of his young, true freshman career. And now we're going to use him against an undersized safety, and he is going to absolutely assert his will right here on the very next snap. We always say in red zone running football, if we take our responsibility and put him in the end zone, 9 times out of 10, we're going to score a touchdown as an offense, and that's exactly what happens. I love seeing that. I also love seeing his excitement about making a play for his teammate, fresh off of making a play in and of his own right, okay? Same thing, simple concept right here. They just murdered Mississippi State over and over again with the same run concept into that short side of the boundary, and this is why I'm calling it a body blows offense. Look at Juan Gaston, the big right guard right here, going to pull and get an opportunity to lay a lick on this front side inside linebacker from Mississippi State. This freshman, Juan Gaston, is 6'7", 360 pounds, and he's going to knock your lid off. And then we got another offensive lineman in Ernest Green coming to finish. And then we got all these bodies downfield pushing, striving, straining for another 9-yard gain. Look at all those bodies from Mississippi State on the ground. One of them picking up his helmet over there on the sideline, okay? Couple plays later, same exact thing. They've moved the ball down the field. They're going to get into a very different look in terms of a single receiver side down here. But all we're really trying to do is make this safety come downhill and decide whether or not he wants to take on Donnie Glover right here. I don't want to. I'm 205 pounds. That guy's 330. It's the middle of the third quarter, and I feel like I've been punched in the face for 30 minutes. This is exactly what's happening over and over and over again for these defenders. I want to take a look real closely at number 8 right here. He is working his butt off to make this play. He's going to take a chin check right there from the right tackle on Ernest Green. He's going to get pushed into his own safety, fall down on the ground, have to fight to get back up just to get into the mix. And now we got a 220-pound running back ready to deliver another blow, and we're back on the ground. It is like this for 4 quarters for these defenders that have to play Georgia. And this is why you have to be deep, Paul, because you're going to get 40 of these snaps where you are putting your body on the line, extending, overextending, trying to make a play. And these things hurt over and over again, hurt so much that we're going to have you 24 plays into the game calling for your sub, pointing to the sideline over there, because this is physical football. Look at Drew Bobo rolling over the safety at the end of the play, constantly trying to get extra little pushes at the end of piles. And just when you overcommit yourself to the box again, now here comes that Zachariah Branch threat, right? That yards after catch threat that Zachariah Branch presents. But none of this happens unless they have an elite athletic profile over at left tackle. I want you to watch this 6'7", 330-pound former 5-star Monroe Freeling really get out into space and get hats on that smaller body. We got an inside seal block, an outside kick block, and we've got that alley for Zachariah Branch to run for a 19-yard score. It looks easy, but it is not. That is a tremendous play by that left tackle, getting out into space and blocking a small body. This, to me, though, Paul, is the epitome of this Georgia offense right about now. This screams everything about why they are so successful. It's 3rd and 2 right here. It's not 3rd and 9. It's not 3rd and 12. We have earned the right on 1st and 2nd down to be in a manageable 3rd down situation right here where we can remain aggressive as an offense. They're going to attempt a play action pass. This is one of the more, heavily stolen plays in football this year where we leaked that running back right into the flat. Mississippi State does a great job of taking away that option, but they don't take away Noah Thomas on this deep over, the secondary option for this offense. And here's why I said it really defines this football team. Look at Oscar Delp and Zachariah Branch, 45 yards downfield, playing with fire, passion, and energy. The 3 things that Kirby Smart talked about all offseason. We better see guys playing hard for 4 quarters. And I think they ultimately have absorbed the identity of their quarterback, who is the toughest SOB on the field at all times. He takes cartoonish level hits on Saturday, Paul. I mean, time and time again, just gets absolutely obliterated delivering balls for his teammates. And what I love most about 14, okay, what I love most about 14, what his teammates love most about Gunnar Stockton is this kid is absolutely selfless. And you can tell by every single time one of his teammates scores, because the dude just took a kill shot and he's getting up sprinting down to celebrate with his teammates. There is no, woe is me, I'm hurt. No, this is a tough football playing dude. And you can see it show up every single time on tape, not just for him, but for his teammates as well. I want you to see Dylan Bell finish this runoff right here on an end around with elite physicality in the middle of the third quarter. That safety thinks he's got a free hit right about now. He's going to take another chin check and get absolutely rolled in the middle of a third quarter on a 12-yard gain. Okay, this is the type of finish that they have right now in the middle of third and fourth quarters because they last longer, they play harder, and they're just deeper. Again, bigs on smalls, big athletes blocking small athletes out in space, 86, finishing with physicality. And this stuff is really, really contagious. It's contagious as a ball carrier. It's even more contagious as a blocker. I want y'all to take a look at 86, the same football player that we just saw finish that run with hard levels of physicality. Now, 2 plays later, he's going to be a blocker for his teammate. And I want you to watch 86 take it to Tony Mitchell right here. All right, we're going to put him on his back and roll him. Look at all this crease that we now have, all right? Now, watch the finish and the fight from number 3 right here, and watch this entire body and pile. This pile just continue to move and move and move as all the red hats show up and fight to finish on the play. And I think this freeze frame right here really defines what's going on in third and fourth quarters against Georgia. Look at all these red hats standing up at the ball, ready for the next snap. Look at all these maroon jerseys getting their butt off the ground. I also want to point this out. That's number 71, Ernest Green over there. He's a 3-year starter for this football team. And the middle of third and fourth quarters nowadays, they're so deep, they're so talented, he gets to take a breather. That's what's going on right now at Georgia, Paul.
Wow. You need to take a breather after that lecture. That was unbelievable. Thank you very much, Brooks. We will see you this weekend in Athens as we take a break here. That was pretty fascinating. We'll give him an A+ for that breakdown. We are back with your phone calls right after this.